A quest for unlabeled reality. It is a quite dense subject at first. I'm sure it seems to everyone. It did to me in the original time, but as we begin to unpack this and begin to shine light upon the concept, we learn that, it's not that difficult. In fact, it seems more natural to unlearn the old paradigms than it is to learn these new ones. Okay, so let's continue and let's drive on. Namaste and good morning, everyone. For those who have been to this website before, our Facebook account, I should say, A Quest for Unlabeled Reality, I welcome you back and thank you for returning. For those who are the first time here, welcome. I would like to ask that if you have any comments, leave a comment, okay? That would be nice. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up or whatever. And share or invite others to come here, and perhaps we can get a little community going in the interim. So while we're on the subject of this, the website by the same name, of course, I like to keep things as simple as I can, is it's in the works. It's being finalized. It is a huge undertaking for someone of my level of skill, okay, which is minimal, I'll have to admit. So anyway, so enough of that, unless I can think of more of that. Welcome. In the previous vids, I've presented quite a bit. And what I've presented mostly is an opportunity to engage with those that I considered to be my way showers on this spiritual path, okay? And where I'm focusing on to start with is the shamanic facet of it. So that's not where I began or took off with, but shamanism, or the shamanic journey, let's say, shamanic journey, has been basically my go-to for information and guidance. Now, when I say for guidance after I've completed a shamanic journey, is there paint on the wall showing left and right? Of course not. However, over time, it does become obvious as I look back that, wow, I did alter something in the way I presented and or engaged the world around me. And the times that we're in, having a way to navigate and keep your sanity and your serenity and your peace is really a good skill to have. So, yes, let's see, what have I done? I had a book here. There were, wasn't prepared, was I? Okay. Michael Harner. There are so many YouTube videos of his lectures. Those who have gone and sought shamanic training, whoever you are talking to as being your shamanic trainer, Michael Harner is on the top of their list, okay, as what guided them along their path, as their way shower, I'm sure. So without losing my total train of thought totally, I mentioned before that, yes, this was something that has been in all ancient cultures, and it was very prevalent, okay, before the last cataclysm, even in Europe. Before the advent of organized religion in Europe, the European way, there was the Druids, the Celts, the pagans, and that was before pagan was a bad word. All these were representative of the European spiritual path, okay, before it was hijacked. Now, there's some truly ancient artifacts still remaining in Europe, which were used by those of the shamanic rituals. And these artifacts are to this day still used. Those being especially Stonehenge, as the solstices and equinoxes. Huge gatherings are there. And those that I haven't talked to directly, vocally, but online or whatever, said there is a enormous spiritual impact that happens when they attend that. There are other other areas that shamanism is being found and recognized, especially by anthropologists, in Siberia, in the jungles of Ecuador, and of course in North America, as we are probably most of us watching this are most exposed to. And it's on that level, okay, that it is dangled out there. Look. Okay. Now, if it's presented in a way that's alluring and arouses curiosity, so be it. But a lot of times it doesn't. Okay? It doesn't arouse that curiosity. So, what does? There's, personally, I think, there are our guides who naturally guide us along, and, you know, if we don't pay enough attention, they drag us along to where we need to be. That being said, as that continues, the practice of shamanism, although it's not mainstream, thank goodness, because it would be misrepresented, miscategorized, as is most everything is mainstream. However, it is really being embraced, and not only just embraced, but actually utilized. And you don't hear much about it because it is by nature low key, okay? Because, and we'll get on this subject probably in the next couple meetings, I being one also do not want to see shamanism go the way that yoga did, okay? I don't want to see shamanism become, hey, look here, we've got the best drum circle drummers in the world. Just like Americanized yoga became, hey, look at me, I can hold pretzel asana for 27 minutes and don't I look good in these yoga pants? That being said, that's not totally across the board, but in the lamestream, wherever you see that presented, it tends to be that. And it really pushes people away. I don't want to get on this subject now, but it pushes people away from the spiritual value of yoga. And again, we will go into that in future videos, okay? But for now, it's shamanism. As if you haven't by now, when you do, if you do, get your instruction, get, you know, what to watch for, how to do, la-di-da-di-da. from a capable, someone you trust, teacher, okay? And once you take the first initiate journey with a drummer, be the drummer recorded, be whether you go to the upper realm or the lower realm. No, the lower realm is not where the devil is. The lower realm is where the animal spirits are. My first experience was to the lower, and personally I met my main spirit guide, which of all things is a turtle. Okay, true. There goes that phone again. It is a turtle. I've encountered others who have given me other information. The one that shook me really one day was a snail. I was going, oh, okay, let's talk. And for me, I can't speak for everyone else, but for me, it's always with a voice without words. Okay, and the interpretation comes after I'm back, and I start to have just profound recognitions of realities as I never saw them as being real before. Alright, so, and it has led to paradigms of how do I address things? What do I give attention to? Is it worth getting my attention? Is it worth making it famous by giving my attention to it? Just, yeah, and that came through journeying, because before I can say I was guilty of this. I was ready to jump down any rabbit hole that jumped in front of me. And it just got, wow, it'll make you squirrely. So, yes, that being said, the shamanic way leads to abilities to heal yourself, and that's as far as I've taken this, and someone who's very personally and very dear to me, very close to me. I've actually had participated in successful healings. I did not heal anyone. The person that I introduced the energy into their energetic field from the cosmos through me to them, and the intelligence of the DNA of their body brought about the healing. Okay? The one who's very dear to me no longer has a bad knee. She no longer wears a brace. Myself, I had arthritis in my hands. I no longer have arthritis in my hands. I had some rather, thanks Mom, ugly varicose veins. I no longer have ugly varicose veins on my legs, okay? It takes a minute to do it. I mean, it's just not one, boom, there it is. You don't wave a magic wand or twinkle your nose and it happens. No, it don't work. Or it doesn't for me. There may be those it does. It doesn't for me. I'm not that experienced. But this stuff works. And how it works is, okay, started with, we're, from birth, we're given an identification. I was identified as a white male child, la-di-da-di-da, is going to be introduced to real life in this community, la-di-da-di-da, brought up in this religious sect, and la-di-da-di-da. See, that was the reality. And then gradually I said, what? That's a lot of that doesn't make sense. Why would anything like it be put on anybody? And then the concept started coming, we're all one. Yes, we are all one. But that person over there's a black female. How can you be one with her? Look deeper. Okay? Look deeper. It's not about the superficial covering we have. It's not about the meat sack we walk around in. It's not even about the skeleton made of dust that supports that meat sack. It's about the light that we are. Okay? The single point of light that is a piece from Source Creator. Source Creator being whoever you want it to be. Okay? Now, that's the reality I'm to right now. To hate anyone or to judge anyone or to think lower of anyone than I do myself because of their accent, the way they talk, the language they speak in, the color of the amount of melanin in their skin, is to do the same thing to myself. Okay? Because all of those things that can be judged are superficial. And if you're judging them, they're a waste of time. Okay? Seek and interact with the light. The light. And on the shamanic journey, I've seen lots of light. Okay? Especially when I go to the upper realms and interact with my guides there. Okay? It's almost frightening at times. It really is. So, that's a lot, isn't it? I know I get long-winded sometimes and I tend to ramble, but the main thing I wanted to push for with this video was light. And one of the things we unpack from this, and we're going to unpack from every facet that I'm aware of anyway, I'm sure there's more that I'm not aware of the spiritual walk, is the recognition and the interaction of light. Not only the light that we are, but the light that everyone around us is, and the light that Source Creator is. Now, does that mean that on Facebook, especially in the climate we're in now, that there's not going to be someone who just so absolutely offends you and your light that you can't, well, maybe I should, oh no. For now, click off. I don't need that, because we're all going beyond that, and they are too, but they'll get here, and then I don't have to sit around and I don't believe I'm required to sit around and, and sniff whatever they're throwing out against the wall. I don't believe that. So anyway, what have I unpacked? I've unpacked the concept of light. And light is everywhere. We are light. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. As you continue with meditations and start getting into journeying, there will be times that you will start seeing light around things. You'll see light around animals, insects, plants, people, of course. And it'll be a nice experience. It really will. Probably. If you haven't already experienced it, it's good. If you have, it's good, isn't it? Anyway, so I'm starting to ramble. Everyone take care. Be well, all right? Drink lots of quality water. If you don't have time to meditate 15 minutes a day, do it for an hour. All right? And I guess until next time, that'll be enough, I suppose, okay?